If you want to test your culinary expectations, drop yourself right into the middle of a modern European metropolis at dusk. Milan didn't invent the pizza, but in a city defined by high-end ingredients and intense competition, the dish has been refined into something distinct from its southern origins. Look at the scale of the Milan Cathedral set against the working infrastructure. This is a place where historic architecture blends with high-end, fast-paced living. That fast pace is exactly where visitors trip up. They bring everyday, westernized dining habits into traditional Italian establishments, practically sabotaging their own travel budgets. There is a common assumption that ordering a pie is a universal, standardized experience. You sit down, you order a slice, and expect the product you get back home. This matrix shows the disconnect. On the left, we have the tourist assumption. On the right, the Milan reality. The assumption usually looks like this: the belief that good pizza only exists in Rome or Naples, that you eat it with a fork, and that you can customize the toppings infinitely. But over on the Milan reality side, the authentic local practice operates under a completely different, rigid set of rules that are currently a blank spot for most visitors. To avoid looking like a tourist and actually get the return on your dine-in investment, you must master these non-negotiable rules. The quality of Milan's pizza is undeniable. However, getting the full value of that meal requires trading your personal convenience for strict cultural adherence. Step up to the glass of a traditional Italian pizzeria. The workers are moving fast, and the environment is entirely uncompromised. To navigate a high-end menu here without making amateur mistakes, we follow a specific ordering strategy. The first major decision point in this flowchart is your approach to appetizers. Specifically, whether to start with heavy regional options, like fried pasta with gorgonzola. Choosing this correctly primes your palate. It immediately integrates you into the authentic Italian multi-course dining structure. The immediate trade-off is simple. Those regional appetizers add significant calories, and they push your total bill higher right out of the gate. Failing to pace yourself during this phase is a critical error. Fill up now, and you actively ruin your capacity for the main course. Your initial ordering choices dictate the success of the entire meal. Pacing and regional embrace must be carefully balanced against your actual appetite. Moving to the core of the meal, the flowchart drops down to phase 2, pizza selection. The sheer variety forces a difficult choice between culinary styles. This route features non-traditional toppings. Think zucchini cream instead of tomato sauce, oven-dried tomatoes, and rich bufala mozzarella. You gain access to complex flavor profiles, but you must abandon the cheap, familiar comfort of a standard pie. Switch over to the traditional pathway, and you find historical regional imports, specifically the Naples-style fried pizza. This is exactly what it sounds like: thick dough plunged directly into bubbling hot oil. It delivers intense historical authenticity, but the extreme richness practically mandates splitting it with the table to avoid immediate palate fatigue. This brings us to the ultimate ordering violation tourists make: trying to customize carefully balanced pies with unauthorized toppings. Pineapple is the primary offender here. Asking for it causes cultural friction. Demanding your personal foreign preferences results in immediate rejection by local chefs. It actively ruins the dining dynamic. Selecting your main course isn't about enforcing your personal preferences. It is about surrendering to the chef's regional boundaries so you can experience peak quality. Once the food actually arrives, the final hurdle isn't what you are eating, but exactly how you physically eat it. We reach the final tier, phase 3, eating mechanics. There is one strict, non-negotiable rule of Italian pizza consumption: ditch the fork and use your hands. This is a structural necessity. Using utensils destroys the delicate integrity of a thin-crust Italian center. It completely ruins the intended texture. By adopting this method, you guarantee a structurally perfect bite. The trade-off is accepting a messier experience and leaving formal table manners at the door. Adapting your physical dining habits is the ultimate price of admission. You simply cannot experience authentic Italian pizza through the filter of Western utensils. Milan offers world-class pizza, but accessing it requires navigating significant cultural friction. This audience alignment scorecard will help evaluate which dining strategy maps to your personal travel goals. The authentic optimizer is looking for maximum cultural immersion. Start with the gorgonzola pasta, share multiple heavy pies like the traditional fried pizza, and strictly eat with your hands. That approach yields the peak return on authenticity. Next is the culinary explorer. This profile prioritizes ingredient quality over heavy tradition. Seek out premium spots like Pizzeria Zero. Invest your budget exclusively in non-traditional gourmet topping combinations. Finally, there is the harsh reality for the comfort zone tourist who refuses to adapt their habits. If you demand a fork and familiar toppings, premium local establishments are a bad investment for you. You are better off seeking out tourist-tailored restaurants. Ultimately, you must embrace the friction. In Milan, these strict dining rules act as the functional mechanics of quality control.